Right, Padlet.com is a great tool for teachers to use with their students, for teachers to be able to throw out a question maybe at the end of class as a ticket out the door sort of thing, or as a preparation, as a ticket in the door for the next time, and have students go to Padlet and leave their responses. When they're there, the teacher can respond back to them. Their fellow classmates can also respond to their own responses, and they kind of go back and forth. It used to be called Wall Wisher, and that's exactly what it is. You get a wall that you can put just about anything on that you want. But now it's called Padlet. It works just like, well, it works similarly to a Facebook wall, and the students are able to write back and forth to each other. It's another tool that you can use it without ever having to have an account, but you get a lot more functionality if you have an account. I have an account, so I'll show you some of the things that you can do with a Padlet account. To get started, just click the button that says Build a Wall. Oh, look at that. Just like that, you already have a wall. You can go with just the plain, basic Padlet wall right here with nothing else. Or we can modify the wall. I'm going to click the Modify the Wall right there. But if you come back later on and decide, you know what, I didn't modify my wall before, but I want to now. Once you're on the wall, the little gear button there that always means setup will let you go back in and modify your wall later on. So we can add a description, professional learning, a title and a description. So Web 2.0 rocks. Right? And then it's going to stick up there in the corner. So maybe that way your students will know what's going on. In a classroom setting, you might want to put like your name in the title, and then the description can be the question that the students are responding to. We're going to move straight down this list right here. So our next thing is going to be the wallpaper for this wall. It comes with this like granity textured wallpaper automatically. There's a bunch of different choices for wallpaper depending on what you want. I'm going to go with this leather. Ooh, luxurious. Keep on moving straight on down is the layout that comes next. Freeform, just like it sounds. Posts can go wherever you want them to be. Kids can put them on top of each other. They can drag the corner to make it bigger or smaller. It's a little bit more artistic and a little bit more free. The other option is a stream. In that case, if it's a stream, the photos are going to be placed one on top of another in a line. Next step is privacy. For privacy, especially if you're using this in an educational atmosphere where there's kids that are writing on here back and forth to each other, we don't want any Joe Schmo off the street to be able to search and find your wall and be able to see what your kids are saying to each other. So the bottom option here, totally public, that is very obviously not something that we are going to use. But they have three other options that we can use. We can use a hidden link, in which case we've got our link. We can send it to the kids. We can put it on our blog. We can send out an email. We can give it to them at the end of the class, whatever. And anybody that has the link will be able to write on the wall. We also can password protect this. If we password protect it, we can give it a password, I don't know, Web 2.0. And then the kids will just have to type Web 2.0 after they've gotten the link. And they'll get in there that way. That makes it a little bit more private. Or you can make it completely private, in which case you have to enter the people's email addresses that you want to be able to write on your wall. And they're going to have to sign in with their email address in order to add things to the wall. I usually just use a hidden link. If it's something that I really, really don't want other people to see, if the kids are going to write something with their name because I'm going to grade it, I'll password protect it that way and make sure nobody's going to get in that doesn't need to get in. So I'm going to go ahead and submit that. Now, we're going to get that link. We're going to actually jump down past notifications. We'll circle back to that, to the address option. Every Padlet wall is given a randomly generated alphanumeric URL, in this case W67, VXW, etc. But you have the option to pick a name of your own. So I'm going to pick the name Pro Learning, and that is available. Sweet. So I'm going to hit pick, And there we go. Now I'm padlet.com/wall/pro-learning. All right. Well, next option, the last thing, like I said, we're going to circle back, is notifications. You can have Padlet send you an email when people are using your wall. So there we go. From there, hide the dock, bring the dock back. The last option is to delete. Do I want to delete the wall? This deletes the whole thing, everything on it. I am not going to do that right now because I want to be able to show you what it looks like when the students actually start using it. Alright, so what the students are going to see is going to look exactly the same as what you're going to see. And they can do the same kind of things that you can. So you can double click to add something. If you have a picture that you want to add to, I can say, I love the web. And there it is. Now, like I said, this is freeform, so they can drag it around, grab the corner, make it bigger. A little bit of lag sometimes with this. It doesn't always do what you want it to do. Once their post is made, the green button edits, the red button deletes. Do you want to remove it? Yes, let's remove it. As a teacher, you can remove anything that the kids say if you're logged in, because you always have to moderate it. Now, if somebody's on a different machine, I'm going to show you how that works with the second browser window over here. They'll do the same thing. We'll type it right in here. Hi, Mom. Now, go back to our original wall, automatically there. So, it works great, and it updates in real time. So, the kids are able to talk to each other in real time if they want to. You're able to moderate in real time if you want to. That's about it. Wall Wisher is really quite simple, but it can be very effective.